Master Kim, talk to us about this this very famous player of yours who's now in Manchester United.
Yes, I have lucky, but
Lucky, yeah.
yes, in Korean, famous player, two player, but they my what you say? How can my player?
Your
because,
former,
yeah,
your former players,
yeah,
yes,
yes.
in Korea.
Yeah, in the Manchester United, Park Ji-sung,
Yes.
and then also people he play also England Tottenham, and then Young Pyo-ri.
Wow. So
Yes.
they were your players in the 12 and under national team.
Not national team, elementary school.
Wow. Can you imagine players ni Master Kim in the 12 and under elementary school, and now they're playing in the English Premier League? Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get a chance to play at that level, you better go through their educational system, their training system. Vince, you have something prepared?
We're very pleased to have an offer like this now. We will be starting a football club, a football academy under Master Kim called Sugod FC. It will be based in FEU Diliman, and it will run in the afternoons starting March 13, every Monday and Wednesday, 4 o'clock.
Well, everybody knows that's my favorite pitch, FEU, because they have the
Yes.
turf, the artificial turf. And in Sugod FC, will they learn the 33 foundation skills?
Definitely.
So if you want to learn how to juggle while seated, 1,000 touches, or the regular juggle, 2,000, 5,000 touches, you better go to Sugod FC. Now, Master Kim, this, I'm pretty sure Filipinos are very different from Koreans. There's a cultural difference here. There's a cultural barrier. How were you able to handle that, to make the transition from coaching Koreans to coaching Filipinos?
Yeah, first time really very difficult my situation. Number one difficult have a communication.
Oh,
I
yes,
can
of course.
speak English very little, and then also
Can you speak Korean?
No.
Okay, you speak, very
yeah,
little.
and then also they speak English also not all province boys, and then they speak English also little. Only they speak also Visayas, and almost maybe 70% my player Mindanao.
So let's make it clear, when you recruited for high school, you were recruited mostly really from the provinces, and 70% from Mindanao. So that's really a double book right there, where Master Kim has a hard time speaking in English, and even the players that he recruited from the Visayas, from Mindanao, 70% have a hard time speaking English as well. So how were you able to?
That's why body language,
Body language,
and
yeah.
then I show how can play.
Demonstration.
Yes. And then they said, I speak Visayas Tagalog, a very communication very fast, but not fast communication. They said, sample, I finished the teaching 1 minute, but 10 minutes, 30 minutes.
Explanation.
In the start, it was very difficult because,
Yes.
of course, a new drill, he says you can usually get through with it in a minute to explain. It take him 10 minutes just to be able to explain. But after a while, they got it.
And then they said, we start this, and then my player, start player now, college 40 years.
Okay.
Yes, they say, now that they understand, they know my action, or they thinking, oh, my coach, Master Kim asking what, and then already they understand.
They understand. Yes, but that's only for specific skills or demonstrating a skill. But how about when it comes to tactics, situation in
Yeah.
games and in practice?
Also my thinking and the player understand tactics from when start and then until when. Almost minimum they understand the tactics 6 months.
Wow, okay. 6
1
months.
month, 2 months they cannot understand.
Okay.
That's why my tactics during high school start and from high school start until college. That's why all same practice.
Okay.
And then sometimes different formation. And then people game during people tournament already we going to practice sample formation. 4-3-3, 4-2-4, 3-5-2. Already have a experience. The player know that say sometimes I do change my asking the player. So, yeah, team formation different. I asking them, they already have a practice that they understand I do they play no problem.
Okay. But how about when you develop a game plan during the, in practice, you're going to play LaSalle, for example, how do you...
Yeah, that's why I say different formation.
Okay, yes, different
And then
formation.
example 4-4-2, 4-1-4-1.
Okay.
And then anything no problem. People we have tournament we have a practice. That's why right away asking the player, yeah, change it. We have a system.
We also use, Masimi explained, we have the board where you can show the movement of the players,
Yes.
which he uses a lot.
And explain to us, because everybody's so familiar with basketball when we scout and we know tendencies of certain players. How is it in football?
It's the same thing, no?
Okay.
First you find out how they build up from the back. What are the tendencies? Where do
Okay.
they pass? Do they use the midfield? Do they go straight into attack? Which ones are the key?
So
in
these are the team
possession?
tendencies first.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
And then on individuals, of course, there will be a couple of them highlighted because they usually have the ball the most, or they are the entry for the pass,
Okay.
or they score. Or each player has their tendencies, and we try to break that down. And the corresponding player who will be marking
Him, yes.
also has to be aware of what we're trying to achieve. If
So
we
meron
want-
din individual scouting
Yes,
report.
meron din,
Okay.
meron din.
And he's also a strong believer.
Yes.
Because in basketball, we have some international coaches that we've had the opportunity to work with, and they're not too much on the individual scouting. So, but here, Master Kim is...
on key opponents,
okay.
players, not necessarily for all of them, but if we know that crucial to their performance of the other team is this particular or that particular, then we try to negate that.
Okay, so you stop it. And you said, Master Kim, you have a nephew who's playing now.
Yeah, in Korea, professional player. He's played 2 years ago London Olympic.
Wow.
Yeah, Korean national team.
Very nice. So dun makikita natin the similarities as well as the differences between something that we all know is basketball, and also the how the dynamics are for football. So did you find it hard for your players to follow you at first? Because again, the cultural difference between a Korean and a Filipino is...
Yes, this is very hard work. First time me also, I can understand my players, cultures, but nearly very different Korean, Philippine, different
Yes.
cultures. But I don't know, in Korean child already they have a dream. When they get a dream, during they play the football elementary school, they already have they get a dream what I'm national team, I want go to abroad.
Yes.
Already they have a plan. They say the parents also support, and then they only focus
Okay.
football. Yes, but
But in Philippines-
yeah, I recruit the play in Philippine boys very difficult. They hard work. I teaching hard work. They give up.
I think what he's trying to explain also, Filipinos, you don't really have how do you say a goal, because
Yes.
there was during that time there was no professional league. But now that you have the UFL,
Yes.
it's a little bit more.
It makes it easier a little
Yes,
bit.
because then they can aspire to be the next semi-professional, professional player in UFL. But when Maskim started, our proposal or the dream we gave to the boys was not to stay here, but to be able to play maybe someday outside the country in Korea. And he said he was going to promise that if they kept the hard work, they'd get a chance in Korea someday. And I think we still want that to happen. Some of our senior players in UAAP and FU now who are graduating, Maskim wants to give them a chance to play for some Korean clubs.
The value of the big picture, the value of the goal. Sabi nga ni Master Kim, in Korea it was pretty easy because there were kids from elementary level. It was very clear in their minds they wanted to play for Korea national team, professional football, and also maybe play outside of Korea. When they were starting sa atin mga bata, they worked hard and all that, but it was pretty easy for them to give up because hindi nila nakikita. They didn't see that bigger picture of the goal. Now that we have the UFL, that's become much easier. You know, I've had a chance also to coach against Korea in basketball, against Korean players, and to coach in Korea for the Philippine national team. And what I find is, I think it's in Korea there's a big influence of the I think a military background, more strict background. In the Philippines, we don't see that situation. So how did you balance this?
No, that's why I have experienced this on people with coach beans, and then putting the under 13, under 13 national
Under
team play.
13,
Yeah.
okay.
We have a training camp in Baguio, and then putting Malaysia, Kota Kinabalu.
Okay.
Yeah, that time putting, and then first time I have teaching the national team boys and then Philippine boys. And then first game maybe with 6-0 Patay.
Patay.
Yeah. Next day 7-0 Patay. But I very surprised. And then riding the bus and then go back to hotel. That time have a music, riding. Everybody have a
Happy. Wow.
Yes. That's it. Very different. I'm really surprised. In Korean player, everybody sad and then angry. But Filipino 6-0. I don't
It's
know.
okay.
6-0, yes. And then 7-0, I don't know. And then I do music and then go to hotel and then have a dinner time right there around. Hey, and then go to
Wow.
approach the food. Wow. Maybe Korean boys not doing this one.
So how did you deal with that?
That's the first time me. I don't know their cultures. That's why I'm going to angry. And then that time she also surprised me, watching me. And then, oh, why you angry? She's face.
Yeah.
Oh, me also. I can understand. That's the first time I'm surprised. And after this one, yeah, understand. But really understand. Also, last moment I don't understand. But it's okay. They have ability. Now I have a player now. First time they don't understand, but now college boys, they have an interview me. They approach and then, Master Kim, really I want to go to the abroad. Can you help me? And they asking. That's why I'm very happy. You will be very good.
So did Vince? Did he bring a little bit of the Korean
Definitely.
strict? You know.
I think what's big in Korea is really the respect that they give the teacher,
Okay.
which is why from the start we decided to call him Master Kim because of the big age gap and because of the big experience.
Actually,
that
so
he had.
basketball, we see the players when they go to their coach, they're bowing to their
It's the same.
coach. So it's the same. Okay.
It's the same. And because they have that, they bring it everywhere they go. I think the kids that graduate from the program show very much respect, not even just to Master Kim, but to
Even the
their
other
teachers,
coach.
to their professors.
Okay.
To
Wow,
their,
that's big. Yes.
Which is, I think,
It's a perfect example of sports crossing over and being valuable, especially to students. The values that they get from sports, the respect and the hard work, now they're able to cross over and use it for their teachers and other elders as well. But I think the lesson here, every time there's a cultural situation, a cultural difference, it's always two-way. Master Kim said he also had to understand. He had to understand the thinking of his players, but at the same time, he also had to put in his own stuff, his own system. And it's also got to be two ways. So Master Kim was understanding, the players were also trying to understand until they found that, I guess, that perfect balance. But you would say that really a lot of it is founded on respect.
yes.
Really the respect. So if there's going to be one thing, it's really that which the Master Kim brought the Korean style into the program. We'll be right back for the last segment of They Call Me Coach.